We've had 6 practices, and honestly, people are doing exceptionally well. No one is doing poorly. No one is even doing fair. Everyone is doing like really well, great, exceptional, off the charts. Our freshmen are phenomenal, and it's really fun to see how well they're doing and how the upperclassmen are helping them.
Is there, given everything you guys are throwing at them, and it's already been a long summer, is there any surprise at how well they're doing, or is this kind of what you expected?
Well, I mean, I think Alyssa did not play with us this summer, and she is catching on so quickly to 2 positions. It's mind-boggling to me, honestly. Kate was so funny. I mean, she's asking questions that were like, wow. We're like so impressed with the question, we don't even know the answer. It's phenomenal. So, but I mean, Kiana, they're all just, it's really, really fun. I'm absolutely loving it.
And so you've talked about the warriorization,
yes,
kind of the offense.
Yes.
How's that going so far?
I think it's going great. We're really moving the ball more. It's much more flowing. It's not exactly the way the Warriors do it, but I think it's similar in that a lot of 3-point shooting. In our scrimmage the other day, we made 22 threes. So, it's 3-point shooting. It's a lot of passing and a lot of skill work. Where people are really working on their passing, their shooting, their ball handling. And now we're trying to stoke up the defense. I feel like offense takes longer to teach, so it takes a little longer for us to get our offense going. And we're trying to get some guys in to play against some different people, so we'll see.
From practice 1, since you've been back from Italy to now, who would you say is kind of shown the most in progress, maybe has been able to use the Italy trip the most to kind of launch into these practices?
I might say Nadia. I really feel like Nadia's, everyone has taken, big steps, but she's taken leaps. Just really focused, and I tease her like, you're not a freshman. Dejanay has been, our sophomore class, I've been really impressed with. Dejanay, and they know, they get it so much at a different level, and they're being challenged by really tough freshmen, and I think they're being led by great upperclassmen. But I'd say Nadia's really fighting her way right into the mix.
And so I'm kind of curious, what role do advanced stats and metrics play in your evaluation? How much do you use them, and what are the ones that you kind of pay attention to?
I really like them, numbers don't lie. Field goal percentage, free throw percentage, they really bear out. And so I think I go with individual, if they drive right, do they drive left, do they go over their left shoulder, right shoulder, are they 2-point shooters, So I do my own way of looking at stats and stat sheets, but, are they a 3-point shooter, are they, do they have more assists and turnovers, things like that. And then you got to trust your eyeball, your eyeball test, by watching them play.
I talked to Alexa a couple of days ago, and it has me thinking about some of the players who were on this team last year who didn't get to play a lot,
right,
like Alexa, Michaela for
right,
reasons, and Anna as well. Those type of players who are mostly unknowns to fans, how they've been progressing?
Alexa definitely has. Alexa asserted herself over in Italy as one of our top perimeter defenders, just like last year Bree Roberson did. Today, Alexa, by her defense, would be in our starting lineup. So her defense, her shooting, I think we're counting on her to know what we're doing better. Even though she's not, no one is super experienced on this team. So in some ways, you've got to be, honestly, I call it chewing on nails. You've got to really want it. You got to get after it every day. Because if you're taking a day off, someone else is going to pass you by.
So in addition to missing your top rebounder, you also talked about, missing your top rebounder in addition to your top perimeter defender. Who's stepping up to fill that role?
The defender, we just started on work, really focusing on our defense, and I think so far Alexa has been doing a really good job. I think Dejanay is going to have to really get her defense going. Kale is a defender, but everyone is going to have to buy into playing defense. It's not going to be a 1 or 2 person job, it's everyone. Our 3-point shooting, it seems to be by committee, although D made 7, so that's good, in our last scrimmage, but maybe our defense wasn't that good. And rebounding is also by committee. We might not have the league's leading rebounder, but Kale's a rebounder, Maya's a rebounder. They've all got to be in there. If they want to play, they got to rebound.
And just last two things for me. Number one, highlight of the day for you.
Highlight of the day. I think it's really, if I look at the week or even the day, it's just everyone improving. Everyone improving. I mean, Estella, don't leave her open. The speed of, Michaela getting out, the rebounding of someone like Maya, the real IQ of the freshmen of Kiana and Alyssa, just catching on to things so quickly. The leadership of our returners, Marta's being vocal, knocking down threes. So is everyone really, I think, doing a really good job.
And then just one last thing for me. Cody Pugh, who plays on the men's basketball team. He's someone that a lot of people are talking about. He finally gets to play this year, and he did something really nice for you last year. I was just wondering if you could just talk about that and your impressions of him overall.
Well, Cody's an excellent artist, and he did a drawing for my Falcons win, and the whole men's team signed it. And I came in here, right here, and he gave it framed. I'll have to show it to you sometime. I think I have a picture of it on my phone, but it was awesome. So, the men's team, they're super young men. It's awesome, and he's really special. So he's my favorite.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Sure.